round 6 is in the books, and it was... Yeah, it was a week of football.
There were, yes,
I will
very
say that.
interesting results.
It was definitely a week of football.
It's a very interesting
But
processes for results as well, considering that this is the worst refereeing I've seen in a while. The entire week was a joke. I mean,
It was so bad.
my word, and we'll get to that. I think for the last game of the week is going to be the big one for that, but it certainly wasn't a problem in the first one. The Finns were just
they were horrendous.
garbage.
I don't know what happened there.
So,
Manly ambushed them.
give Kieran Foran a statue.
Probably not.
That's all I could say.
Probably not.
But they looked like a completely different team. Keep that away from the cables, you dimwit.
There's a bug.
Yeah, there is a bug. There's a moth here.
Yay. Oh dear. Anyway,
yeah. Well, this is Manly looked like
Manly
a completely
looked pretty
different
good.
team.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
They were offloading, they were doing all those sorts of things. I think
Their forward pack was so good.
I think Kieran Foran has taken a leaf out of Benji Marshall's book and said, just throw it around a bit.
Whatever, man. Well, they've got the players to do it. Tolu Kola, I thought, was stellar in this game. He's so explosive.
Very, very good.
In, like 150 meters, 8 tackle breaks. He's great. I thought Homaleo Kawatu had his first truly great performance of the year. 270 meters is absurd from a second rower.
He didn't have much.
He was great.
in front
Taniela
of him,
Paseka
though.
was awesome. 17 runs for over 200 meters. It's just great from players that up until this point of the year were kind of disappointing. I love it. And they missed Tom Trbojevic for the last 15 minutes and still looked amazing.
Well, they don't miss much with Cole going there.
He's so good, isn't he?
Yeah, look.
He has to be an Origin smoky, right?
Well, if you were picking on form, yes.
If
you're Laurie Daly, then
there's a
who knows?
There's a lot of good centres for New South Wales right now. I'm intrigued to see how that goes.
Yeah. I think centre stocks for both Queensland and New South Wales are pretty good.
I don't think the Queensland is that great. Who is that? Hammer.
Yeah.
Rob Toyer.
Yeah.
Shivasaki's playing busted, so he doesn't count. Who else is there? Jackson Purdue might be the next best option.
Valentine Holmes, I suppose.
He's been playing like crap as well.
He has, but he's incumbent. So
Tom Chester.
That'd be amazing.
Don't think so.
He's got Origin written all over him.
That's because he's asking a lot.
He's just a hard worker.
He is. He did very well. But anyway, back to this game.
Manly worked hard. I was very, very impressed with them in this game. They were good. Morgan Knowles should be tried for treason because he is arguably the sole reason that the Dolphins got in the hole to begin with. He was terrible.
Too many. He got sent for 10, right? And he also had 2 or 3 other penalties against him. The same type of thing.
Ran for 60 meters.
Yeah.
Big whoop. He was terrible.
Yeah, his defense was okay, but it was just too high most of the time. It was
just the penalties. The penalties that they gave away just kept giving Manly field position, and they capitalised on it. Who else was there? There was no one on the Dolphins. Herbie tried his best, but he needs to stop doing stupid offloads.
Hammer got a double.
The most undeserving double of all time. He was terrible for 75 minutes, and then found a way to, we just scored 2 tries and run for 150 meters. He was so bad. You don't even think he deserved that. He was terrible the entire night.
Well, he got 2 tries, whether he deserved it or not.
Yeah, because Manly had given up because they were up by 50.
Yeah.
It was none of his doing.
Whether it was deserved or not, he still got them.
No, I refuse to give him any credit for that. He was bad. The entire team was bad.
Good support play. The only decent player was, like you say, Herbie Farnworth.
And even he's trying to do too much, but he has to because no one else in that back line was doing anything.
Finnafuiaki tried hard, but he always tries hard.
He had probably his quietest game.
Yeah, he probably did, but I think based on 38% possession and whatever else,
and you could see Tom Flegler was getting really, really frustrated at points in that game. Tom Gilbert, it was the same. They're really missing Jeremy Marshall-King, in my opinion, because Max Clapp...
He's still a fair number of weeks away, too.
I know. I'd almost be tempted to start Kurt Donahue there.
Well, they can't win the premiership now.
No, they can't.
They're one of 2 that can't win the premiership now.
It's hilarious, isn't it? But yeah, it was a disaster from the Finns here. They need to turn it around. I don't know what.
The last couple of weeks have been pretty average. They started out on fire,
Yeah.
and now
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say they're on fire. They were winning, but they weren't winning well.
they beat Cronulla pretty comfortably. And this is Cronulla, who's like been good for the past however many years. So
You don't even believe that.
okay, they've been finals. They've been in the finals and even close to getting prelims and stuff for the last
But
couple of
the
years.
Sharks in that game were also atrocious.
Yeah, but once again, I guess you can only play who's in front of you.
The Dolphins, I'm starting to get concerned about long-term prospects for them. I think the game's moving too quick for a lot of these guys, especially for Isaiah Katoa. Like, I just feel like the speed of the game has just taken away everything that makes him a truly great player. It's moved past him. So I don't know how they can find that ceiling again. It's looking a little bit concerning.
Yeah.
And
we can talk about the speed of the game a little bit later.
By no means are Manly good. Like,
they were good
overall,
they
were good in this game, but that always happens after a coach gets fired.
Wait. If
I'll give it a couple of weeks.
If they can do it for 2 or 3 weeks in a row, you might start thinking, that's not bad.
It would be very, very 2026 for Manly to fire their coach 3 weeks in and then just go on this massive run. So who knows?
It generally happens.
Manly for the premiership.
Bino.
No.
Go Kieran Foran. I like the guy.
Kieran Foran for Prime Minister.
Can't be much worse.
He's from New Zealand.
And
They're not. They
So
don't
was-
have.
So was Joe Bielke-Peterson.
Yeah, but he was.
So
Yeah, but I'm not sure that Foreign can. That's different. Prime Minister is different to Premier. Although Joe
suppose.
did go for PM at one point.
Exactly. So it doesn't matter. Foran for Prime
No,
Minister.
he can get,
I like
He
it.
can get lost. He's a Manly person.
Onto a game that it really pretty much went the way we expected. The Bunnies beat the Dogs.
Yeah.
About it. They rolled out of the bye. Pretty simple victory for the Rabbits here.
I thought that's in the Doggies.
No, Doggies. Yeah. Latrell continues to do Latrell things. He's looking like a great centre.
I think centre
What is your deal?
Centre is his position, but to bounce on what he's saying, Latrell can be very good. He can also be very, very lazy.
He hasn't had a game like that this year, though. I don't think.
Yeah.
Look, he's tried hard. It's fairly early on in the year. Let's see how he goes. But so far,
Latrell from a couple
so
of years ago
good.
would have had 2 or 3 games of just doing nothing so far. He hasn't had that at all this year.
Yeah, so far
That's
so good.
promising.
Maybe Uncle Wayne's got him going.
He can't get David Fafita going for some
No.
reason. He's a potato.
He is
He
terrible.
looks so bad. If you're getting hooked, like in a game that's this close, because they did only win by 8 points, if you're getting hooked, that's a bad look. And I guess in his stead, you get to see 80 minutes of Tallis Duncan, and he's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I like Tallis Duncan. He's done well. 3 line breaks in this game from the second rower is outrageous. Cody Walker was good. Set up 2 tries. Just standard here from the Bunnies, I think. But yeah, David Fafita's the big concern. He's just not doing anything. He doesn't care.
That vaunted left edge is missing something when he's not doing anything. So
Well, maybe that could be the issue. Everything is stacked on that side. Someone has to be left out. And AJ's doing great. Latrell's doing great. And Cody Walker's doing great. So
Cody Walker's doing
maybe they should shift Fafita to the other
Okay.
side of the field.
maybe.
Give Humphreys some help. I don't know.
But yeah, no, good win for the
15
Rabbits.
15 runs for 80 meters is not the David Fafita we know.
That's like
That's
averaging
6 meters a run.
Yeah,
that is
6 meters
that
a
is
run.
not
good.
not David Fafita.
No, I mean 15 runs is good. I mean he
Yeah, you
put
should
his
be doing-
hand up for
He
work.
should be doing
but
15 for 130 probably.
Oh, at least.
Would be what I
Yeah.
expect from David Fafita.
Second row
not
don't
80.
quite get the front row
Bad.
distances, but yeah.
But yeah,
And the Bulldogs.
they couldn't score in Castle Anthrax.
uh,
This is horrible. They are so terrible, and now Stephen Crichton's out.
Yeah.
They might end up with the
Like,
spoon.
and here's
No.
the thing that confused me, and there's been a lot of discourse about this. Stephen Crichton gets hurt, right? You've got Bronson Sherry on the bench, who is a left centre.
Sean O'Sullivan.
Sean O'Sullivan comes onto the field instead, and they push Burton out. Is Sherry really that bad?
Sherry's that hated, I think, at this point.
That's just... I don't get it. Cameron Serraldo is just in the coach's box snuffing his own farts, I think. I don't get it.
No,
That could just be how bad Adam O'Brien stinks as well.
could be. Bronson Sherry should have jumped on the field there.
It's so bad. 61% completions is horrendous.
Yeah.
Maybe.
8 penalties. Just this is This could be on track for one of the more disappointing seasons ever.
Yeah, considering most people had them in the top 8.
I had them in the
Close
top
in the
four.
top 4.
You didn't have them in the top 8.
You might be
Gonna get one
closest.
right. But no, yeah, this is really, really concerning for the Bulldogs.
They're not playing like they did last year.
They've got an equally bad attack as the Dragons, who are in last. They are just lucky they can defend their asses off. Because if they couldn't defend, they'd be dead. And I don't know what's going on.
But even that, they're letting in 30 odd points in the last couple of games.
I really think they need to do Sullivan 7, Galvin 6, Burton in the centres. That needs to be the way they go about it, because the Galvin-Burton combination doesn't work. We've seen this now. It clearly does not work.
Because I think they're both runners of the ball, which is different.
Well, yeah, Lockie Galvin's playing halfback and is taking 23 runs a game. That's not a halfback.
No, that's a 5'8".
That is a 5'8".
Even they shouldn't be taking 23 runs.
And like Galvin did his best work at the Tigers when his halves co-partner was Adam Dewey, who's a game manager, right?
Yeah.
So I think they do need a game managing 7, which Burton can't be.
No.
And you got Sean O'Sullivan. Their best football last year was when Toby Sexton was the halfback. How do you see the difference between those two sides and say we're going to stick with the one that's not working? I don't understand.
This seems to be very similar to another team from last year.
Yeah, right. It reeks, doesn't it? I said that last year that the Galvin thing reeks of Jackson Purdue and the halves.
Well, that looked very similar.
Yep. It definitely seems very, very reminiscent.
Yeah.
And Jacob Carraz can't get anything going because his shoulder is busted. But Tupanu is trying his best.
Well,
I give him credit.
He's a good player.
He's trying his best.
Yeah.
Bailey Hayward's just a tackle bot in the middle of the field, so it's just the halves combo that's not working. They need to change something.
And without the halves combo working, that means the fullback can't really do much.
And especially a fullback of like Connor Tracy's type, who is just—he's
a hard ball runner.
Yeah, right. He's the Dylan Edwards run for 200 meters a game, but don't really create much in attack.
Yeah.
It's just
like Dylan's improved that part, whereas
Inari Tuala's playing the house down though for some reason.
Yeah. Yes.
Explain that one to me. Inari Tuala.
Amazing ex-Cowboy Inari Tuala.
Just great.
Why do we have to get rid of so many good players?
He wasn't that good up here, that's the reason.
Yeah, exactly. The Bunnies are good, the Dogs aren't, until further notice, in my opinion.
We'll see how it all goes in the next few weeks.
You know who else isn't good?
Melbourne,
for some reason.
What the hell is going on with Melbourne?
I only blame them partially for this because Penrith are horrifying.
I know.
Like, this is a horror movie.
They're going to win every game.
Like, no, here's what's going to happen. You know how in the NBA, superstar players will just get a rest just to preserve them? We're going to get that sort of load management from Penrith this year. Because they're just winning so much that they can easily just drop all of their spine for a week and intentionally just lose a game so no one gets hurt. They could do that multiple times this year and they'll still get the minor premiership. That is how good this team is playing.
5-0. And like the start of the year, that's not happened very often.
Like the best point differential 5-0 as well. Like
just
they are
mental.
What do you do? How do you beat this team?
They inflicted 50 on the Storm for the first time
in 20 years.
2003. Yeah, so
23
years. It's the first time they've had 50 put on them.
I legitimately don't know. What do you do against this Penrith team? Dylan Edwards is back. 240 meters. Nathan Cleary is on Dally M trajectory.
He's getting
Tom Jenkins is on track to beat the try-scoring record. Isaiah Yeo is still here. Casey McLean is playing like the best centre in football. What is going on? What do you do?
Apart from Collar. But,
what do you do? I don't understand.
I don't think there's much you can do. You have to try and minimise damage. That's about it.
Well, they are perfectly built for this style of football. They clearly went in the off-season.
They have evolved into this game better than any other team.
They are unstoppable. I don't see how they can lose, barring a catastrophic wave of injuries.
And Melbourne just...
Melbourne have nothing.
They've got nothing. I don't know what's happened to them.
Suafar Longo is their fullback.
So,
that's the problem.
No, that is not the problem.
That is the problem. He was horrible in this game.
The problem is they're missing a number of key players, especially second rowers.
They need forwards, man. They are missing a big meter in forward right now because Stefano didn't have it in this game.
No, but he can only do so much anyway.
He had 80 meters.
Well, it was the What was the possession like?
It was 55 to Penrith, 45 to
Yeah.
Melbourne. But far longer, Warbrick and Munster were the only players that got over 100 metres. No forwards.
Munster.
Cameron Munster, yeah. Cameron Munster had more forwards than more metres than any of the forwards. That's not a good sign.
No.
This
You expect the fullback to do that, but yeah.
they have a high completion percentage, but that just means they're not throwing the ball around at all. They look really stagnant in attack. I don't know. Melbourne, I'm concerned now. 3 in a row.
You're not concerned. You hate Melbourne.
I do hate Melbourne. Like for objective me is concerned for Melbourne. Like they're in 11th. They've lost 3 in a row for the first time in like 4 years.
Cowboys are somehow ahead of them, which shows how
Yeah,
bad
they are behind the North Queensland Cowboys.
To be fair,
Cowboys
there are
haven't
9 teams behind,
True.
10 teams behind the North.
They are
Queensland.
behind the Newcastle Knights.
Well, the Knights are in second, aren't they? So I mean,
Well, yeah,
far
but
out.
you know what I mean. Just
Yeah.
hearing that sentence. Is
Well, the top
disastrous.
4 is obviously the top 4 everybody was expecting at the start of the
Obviously.
year.
No,
Penrith,
Penrith is there,
Newcastle.
but no Melbourne. Like no
No
Dogs,
Bulldogs,
no
yeah.
Roosters, none of
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
No
Warriors.
Broncos, you know.
But you know, Penrith are just light years in
It's
front of
Penrith
everybody.
and then Daylight.
It's
Like,
Penrith, Daylight, Moonlight. Then I think the Oklahoma City Thunder are probably in there, and then it's Newcastle.
And then the Seattle
Newcastle.
Seahawks is also in there.
This is stupid. Tiger Woods as well.
oh, he's an idiot.
He's a
But anyway,
But yeah, Penrith are horrifying.
yeah.
See-
We are all,
Penrith are scary. Melbourne are not
we need
at this
to,
point.
Yeah, this is a pray that Penrith get tired.
Pray that
That's
somebody
all we
gets
can
injured,
do.
even though it's bad.
And they look like that
No,
yet.
this
No.
is a football dictatorship.
They're very scary.
This is like a military coup that they have mounted against the rest of the league, and we are all just hapless. I don't know what to do.
Oh,
We just concede, right? It's like this is like just let them
forfeit.
have bye weeks until
For
the,
the Germans,
finals,
we
man.
have to wave the white flag.
With the French, but yeah, they
Yes.
are
Embrace
terrifying.
your, yeah.
Uh,
friendly friend.
Yeah, Melbourne have lost 3 in a row. The Cowboys have won 3 in a
Three in a
row
row.
for some reason. To be fair, the Titans, Melbourne, and now the Dragons. Not necessarily the highest quality competition.
No, but keeping any team to 0 is a pretty good
Is good.
thing.
No defensive lapses is great.
Mm.
Granted against the team with the worst offense.
Yeah. That might be the
Okay.
case, but once again, you can only play who's in front of you.
You know, play
and
who's in front of you. And you know who did play who's in front of him? Jake Clifford is the GOAT.
he is going.
He's so good.
He
I'm
is-
so happy. I'm
Yeah.
so happy that he's finally reaching his ceiling.
Yeah.
Because holy crap, he is going nuts. 2 try assists, a line break, 5 tackle breaks, a crash play from a pass from Jason Taumalolo.
We're supposed to go the other way.
What is happening? He's so good.
dear.
Halen Lukey, Tom Chester, healthy them. They are awesome. Tom Chester had his best game of the year so
Yeah,
far. He had
230 was it?
236
Yeah.
meters. He's great. Tom Dearden had his best
Oh,
game of the
he
year.
had a really good game.
Jason Taumalolo. He might
Keeps-
be like all the way back, dude.
Keeps on keeping on. The
I mean,
guy's 33 or
Origin-
something.
Like, I know he's only playing 40 minutes, but if it's 40 minutes for 160 meters, I'm gonna take it, right?
No other forwards
Origin-
doing that sort of meterage.
He might actually play.
It was great. Tom McKaylee having to play more minutes because of the McIntyre injury. He was
I
excellent.
thought he was really. He's got one of the best tackle efficiencies in the league.
Reed Martin, I hate you.
It's great. It's
Oh,
also
yeah.
great to see Scott Drinkwater finally caring about playing football, and it might have saved Todd Payton's job.
Might have.
I like it, and here's the thing. Obviously, it came out earlier today because this is on Wednesday
Mm.
that Jackson Purdue has inked like a mammoth extension
Yeah.
through 2030,
2030.
750K a year. He's playing for his contract up here, I think, because I don't think there's a way they can keep all of these guys together unless they just don't get any forwards.
Yeah.
Because it's Dearden's on 900K or whatever it is. Scotty's on 750, 800, something like that. Nanai's on 900. Now Purdue's on 750. Taumalolo's on a million.
Yeah.
Like, there's not much salary cap room to keep all of this spine together.
Yeah. The person who may be leaving, however, is one we don't really want to, and Talangi's not been re-signed past the end of this year yet.
I didn't think they would keep him regardless, but that means it's both wingers because Burns is off contract at the end of the year as well.
Burns wouldn't be on the same coin as Talangi.
No, not at all.
So-
No way.
They could probably keep him. Telling will be harder.
So what the wing combination becomes Derby and then someone they sign in free agency, I suppose.
Burns, I suppose.
If they re-sign Burns, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be very intriguing to see Drinkwater and Clifford playing for contracts, and maybe that's good for the team.
It could be,
especially Drinkwater, because
we know his ceiling is actually very high.
He is the most important player on the Cowboys, in my opinion, because you can have all of these, you can have your Deardens and your Cliffords and all of these guys playing excellently. If Drinkwater isn't playing well, the Cowboys don't score points.
That's true, because he's
like the lynch.
Everything goes through him.
He's the X factor, right?
Yeah. And like you can see that, like the Knights and Dragons, well, not Dragons, Tigers, sorry. Whether it be lack of interest or the rib cartilage injury that was hindering him,
that would have been part of it.
They were bad.
Yeah.
And now, like Titans, he played well. Against Melbourne, he was excellent, and now against the Dragons, he was excellent, and they've won all 3 of those games.
Yeah.
So
if he can keep that
keep it up, please.
Keep it up. You've got, you could be playing for a Origin smoky spot.
No.
You think Dylan Edwards
pretty well
covered?
Playing too well.
That's
I think they'd put Tedesco back in before they put.
Actually, they probably would, even though the Roosters aren't playing.
I reckon they could put Tom Jenkins at fullback before they put Scott Drinkwater in there.
I don't necessarily mind that though, because it means the Cowboys don't lose their best attacking player.
Yeah. Cohen Hess had 7 runs for 120 meters with no line breaks. It was just post-contact meters.
The dude,
it's ridiculous.
He gets their sets off to such a good start.
You can see him when he runs up the back, but his steps are like 3 meters long.
He's got very long strides. I remember back in the day. This is back in the day. Glenn Lazarus was always a person who said he always tried to make it to the 20 on that first run, and it looks like Cohen is doing the same thing. If you can get to the 20 on the first run off the kickoff,
well, yeah, the 1, 2, 3 of Hess, Lukey, Taumalolo to start sets has been a godsend for this team.
They've been running good meters per set.
I didn't expect this from the Cowboys forwards at all. Like nowhere near this level of efficiency.
Taumalolo could play.
Halem Lukey.
Yes, you said that before. It's okay.
Halem Lukey was so important to this forward pack.
He's going
they
so
look like
good
a different
moment, right?
team with him in, dude. He's great.
Please keep your knees healthy.
Yeah, well, that's
please.
Look, obviously McIntyre out, which means Kai O'Donnell on the edge, which kind of makes me want to throw up. Where is Nanai? Can he hurry up and come? I never thought I'd be clamoring for Jeremiah Nanai back in this team.
Yeah, well.
Or John Bateman even.
Well. At least their defensive is good.
Exactly.
Well, I think Bateman's defensive is better than O'Donnell's at the moment.
And
O'Donnell started out really well. This is the thing. When he first came in, his defense was hard hitting.
He throws himself too hard at tacklers, and it bounces off before he can get his arms around. That's the problem. He throws himself too hard.
Maybe his technique needs a little tweak, and if he does, he'd be probably a very
good
defender.
He'd be fine. Yeah. They get the Walshless and Huntless Broncos next week, so hopefully they can win.
Maybe even still.
Reynolds is named, but I'm curious to see how that goes.
I think that's a bit iffy. I'd say Duffy might get his first run for the Bronx.
Oh, wouldn't that be just hilarious?
We're going to lose because Tom Duffy's going to play like the next
I'm telling you, he's going to be excellent. He's going to be excellent.
He wasn't here.
The Dragons will never be excellent, however. No. They are a heaping pile of dog shit and old cigarettes left out in the sun.
They are so bad.
They are horrible. Somehow, Kyle Flanagan is out and they get, significantly worse.
Yes.
That's a measure of how bad this team is. They are so missing Ryan Couchman through that suspension. They had 500 less meters in the middle.
Yeah.
Despite Luciano Leilua actually having a pretty good game.
Luciano,
he was pretty good.
I think he's loving his football, but the rest of his team isn't going with him.
240 meters is awesome.
Yeah, no, he tried really, really hard. I don't mind Luke.
Who's been the Dragons' best player through this first few weeks? I think Jaden Sewer would be close.
Probably.
Yep. And who did they bench? Jaden Sewer. What is Flanagan doing?
Is he trying to get fired?
Maybe.
Honestly, possibly.
I brought up Valentine Holmes before. He doesn't look like he's caring. He doesn't look like he's enjoying playing for this Dragons team at all.
I think he misses up here.
Well, the only reason he left was because of certain issues that he was having up here.
He's never coming back here. But I don't know what the solution is for the Dragons. Like, Gutherson's out, and the links to Trey Fuller have been shut down because he's like, I don't want to go there. And why would you?
No.
They've stopped all negotiations with contract players, which to me is a pretty decent sign that Flanagan is on the outer.
There was a little rumor that they were chasing Scott Drinkwater, but
Well, they need a fullback.
Yeah.
Why not, right? He's a New South Welshman.
Yeah, but
We'll see.
who wants to play for this?
I think Flanagan has another month max.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll see how that goes. They're 0-5. They don't look like winning. They're getting they're not even. You'd at least expect some improvement from like a few of these teams. Like the Titans have gotten better with the season going on. I think Parramatta have as well. But the Dragons are getting worse.
Yeah, they're not.
So that's a big concern for me. Yeah, they're bad. They're bad. Some of the Titans, but not as bad. The Broncos.
There is one decision in here that was
That was
wrong.
not a forward pass.
No chance was
My
that forward.
word, that was terrible.
That became a 12-point turnaround.
Yeah.
Right there.
Crazy.
If that goes as a try,
Who knows what
it's
happens?
18 to 16 or something.
Yeah.
And
That was bad.
it became 22-10. And that was it. That was
I
the
haven't
end.
actually seen that.
It was not.
It
forward.
was
It
not
was flat at
forward.
worst.
It was a good
Both,
pass.
like passed and caught behind the 10-meter
Yeah.
line. Like it's not like. I mean, I could.
I can actually see it.
Talk amongst yourselves. I will bring up that pass. Actually, hold
Yeah,
on.
no, it was not forward. It was such
I
a
haven't
good
seen
ball.
it. I can't judge on it because I haven't seen it.
Should have been a try. Like I said, that's a complete turnaround because the Broncos did go down and score the other end. Which, playing devil's advocate, the Titans still should have defended it. But
Yeah, probably.
They defended pretty well.
they
I thought,
probably
most of this game.
they probably thought that they were a bit ripped off, and sometimes your head drops a bit, right? If
Yeah.
something like that happens,
Mm.
and it wasn't forward. It was so not forward.
I'm trying to remember where in the game it was. Is it in the first half? Was it? Was it in the second half?
It might have been the second half. Because the Titans actually weren't horrible in this game. Yes, Brisbane were good.
I reckon they're not going to show it.
No, they probably
I can't
won't.
find it anywhere.
Yeah,
That's kind of
we
poor.
have to look at the whole game,
Yeah,
and that's
but no, yeah, it was not forward
no.
from it was Ilias to Brimson. Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
to Brisbane,
Yeah.
it was a good ball.
It was a great pass. I
and,
felt
and
really
look,
bad
the
for
way Campbell was kicking, he would have kicked the goal.
Yeah.
And 18-16 as opposed
And,
to 22-10.
yeah, who knows what goes on
Well, that's it.
in that second half with that. So
Because they would have had the momentum then, right? And that's a lot different to that
And,
than going
like
down by 6.
the Titans are playing with some real gusto.
Look, they're trying really hard.
I love them. I think they're great. I think they're going to win quite a few more
They'll win
games.
some
this year.
games. I
If
think.
they play like this,
Yeah.
yeah.
Look, Brisbane were good without being amazing.
Well, you can only do so much when Reece Walsh breaks his face and Adam Reynolds is
To be
800
fair,
years
Reece Walsh
old.
was in that game for probably 2/3 of it,
He didn't come back after halftime.
didn't he?
No.
Okay.
He played the first half and that was it. So, and he was pretty good when he was on the field. And Jesse Arthurs, I thought, actually pretty well
Arthurs
as a supplement
Arthurs is a
fullback.
very, very good player.
He did pretty well.
I did like Welsh's big. I run down the sideline, let me
Did
score.
you see the touch judge
He's
on
going,
that play?
Stop!
It was
Stop!
It's,
He's calling
you know
him to
what?
stop.
I heard the bloke in the Bar Boys talk about this, and I completely agree. I love that. I love the touchy being like, I hate to put the flag up, but like, you
You
stepped
have to.
out,
He
mate.
stood twice on the line. What
He-
can you do?
I want more referees that actually like football, because none of them appear to actually enjoy the game.
Yeah, but he was calling him to stop, but
He was
Reece
calling him
was
to- Reece
ignoring
didn't
him
hear him.
completely, and then doing the big tongue out and everything, and he had to go back and
It
whoops,
was pretty
not
funny.
a try.
It's
It was
sad
a-
that
it was
wasn't
a
a try.
pretty fun
Because
moment.
that was his 100th game.
Yeah, well,
Whatever.
he already got a
He
try. I
had
think.
one. He scored the
Yeah,
first of the
he
game,
scored the first one off his
Off-
own kick.
which was a great play.
It
That was good.
To be,
To be
Keanu,
fair, it was a good
he's
play.
a lot bigger than Keanu Kenny. Let's face
Yeah,
it.
Reece,
And-
well, he mistimed his jump as well. He
I'm
was
pretty
like,
sure everybody is bigger than Keanu King.
Yeah,
but yeah.
apart from Fa'alongo probably, but
Yeah, I
yeah.
thought Walsh was good. Payne Haas obviously still nursing that shoulder. He was still pretty effective. 10 for 117 is
It
nothing to
was-
sneeze at.
It was him against his bro,
Yeah, Cleese.
which he actually did steal that ball, and I don't care what you say. I didn't steal it. Of course you did.
Yeah, you did. Like the Broncos won. That's all you can expect for them.
Yeah, it was a fine game without being anything
Well,
amazing.
they lost.
They did lose their attacking
three-quarters of
people,
their
right?
spine,
Yeah.
essentially.
They lost a lot of their attacking
I
people.
thought Ezra Mann was pretty good.
Ezra's defense has picked up.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, look, sometimes he gets barreled still because he's not big, but
he was involved in 4 of the Broncos' 5 tries.
he puts himself there. And as much as I dislike the dude as a person,
good footballer.
He plays football fairly well.
I will never say anything good about his rant.
I think
Nobody likes him.
I think that period has passed now because, like, even we agreed the season-long suspension that he should have had for last year's thing would be over by now, so he'd be back anyway. So I think I'm perfectly fine with giving him his flowers for this.
But still, only 9 games for his suspension.
Yeah, but but like even the one that we thought he should have got would have been over.
Would have been over by now.
So I think we can kind of that's
look,
water under the bridge.
Like I said, I don't like him as a person. I think as a person he's a bit of a wanker, but as a footballer,
you don't like footballers that know they're good at football. That's your
problem.
No,
I think because even off-field stuff, he's just an idiot.
Yeah.
Right? That was his second thing though. It wasn't his first time he'd done it. He was driving off a license even.
That was poor.
So
I'm not saying it was good.
So he's got some social issues he needs to fix.
Yeah.
His football is fine. Like he tries to defend well. Sometimes he gets barreled because he's small, but he does throw his body on the line at times as well. He's not scared to do that, which I admire of any small player who can get in the face of a big guy and knock him over.
That's why you like Tom Dearden.
Tom Dearden. Alan Langer was the first person that I saw who was like 165, weighed about 70 kilos, and he was pulling down big 110 kilo forwards and stuff. So it's good to see the little guy sometimes do something good. I just hope he can fix his off-field stuff and he'll be a lot better. People will remember him better then.
Yeah, exactly. Titans, I thought the backs were okay. I thought Keeney and Sami were pretty good. They got both 200 meters.
Brimson was pretty good even.
Brimson did a pretty good job at
He's
center.
so funny when he runs.
He's fast though.
But he's awkward. It's like not awkward when he runs, like almost splay-legged and stuff. It's like really hard to get a hold of, I reckon.
Because
probably
a few of these guys, like Valentine Holmes and Kale Ero, both run with their feet out like that a little bit. It's pretty cool.
I thought he was fine. I thought Campbell did all he could.
Campbell tries his best. He's a great player. Jojo Fafita, he
was
well.
Very good. That runaway try, he showed some good turn of speed there.
I will say, I think it was the Shibasaki try. Bo Fermor's effort on that one was horrible. Like, he didn't even try it. He was 10 meters out from the line. He pushed him. Like, that's some Scott Drinkwater shit.
That was really bad.
That was really poor.
Don't do that.
Like, Bo Fermor is one of the hardest working players in the league.
I think
that's not a good look. Well, probably, but
yeah,
that wasn't great. They'll get some wins, though.
They will.
The Titans.
They'll beat the Dragons.
And Brisbane, they just keep moving up in this Queensland football block that's invading the top eight
right now.
It's great.
Let's go!
One team that may not be in the top 8 for too much longer, the Warriors, who might actually be bad. I
reckon they'll come good again this week.
Because Metcalf's not
playing.
He was so underdone.
Yeah, he came back way too early. And what happened the instant he came back? The team forgot how to attack.
Yeah, exactly. I think
Tanner Boyd had them humming.
He was so good, and
he's still good, but unfortunately, it's that thing where who owns the team.
It reminds me a lot of what happens like in the Cowboys forwards when Tamalolo was out.
Yeah,
and then when he comes back, no one else wants to do their job.
Yeah, he's back. We can just
let Tamalolo.
Apart from Cowan Hess, but yeah,
it's a big concern that Metcalf they thought that they needed him to come back that early.
Because they were winning comfortably.
They were winning so well.
And they were playing good football.
They needed to bring him back through New South Wales Cup.
He needed a few weeks to get himself.
Hopefully they work because he's out again. I think it's a hamstring injury for him.
6 weeks or something. Yeah, I know.
Well, they got 6 weeks of
maybe they could probably win 6 games.
That'd be pretty interesting, wouldn't it?
What do you do if that happens?
You just wait.
Yeah.
You wait to bring Metcalf back to the New South Wales Cup. Let him get game fitness back because he clearly was not in it.
No.
And
he tried hard, but
every time they tried to go through him and attack, it just died. And it was kind of sad to see because I love Luke Metcalf. I think he's a great footballer.
And I like the Warriors.
Mm-hmm. Who doesn't?
You know, most people do, apart from the referees. I think they're about the only ones that don't like them.
That wasn't the biggest problem here, though.
No, I'm not saying it was. I'm just saying that's just a generalisation.
Wade Egan was good. I do like Wade Egan.
He had a few poor moments, but
I think he did fine. What did he do wrong?
I think there was a pass that went to the ground that went to the Sharks.
Okay, well, if you're going to pull up every hooker that does that, every hooker in the league is bad.
Yes. They all do that from time to time.
Everyone does that from time to time.
Like some pass forward into the other one.
Yeah, exactly.
He's
not even a dummy half.
No, he's not a dummy half.
What are you talking about? He lives rent-free in your brain.
You need to stop. Anyway, the Sharks Didn't have to do
They
anything
didn't have to do
amazing.
anything. Nico Hines is going to keep racking up Dally M points for doing nothing.
Doing 0. It's Trindle's team, everyone.
Yeah, it's Trindle's team. Will Kennedy had a good game, but my favourite winger in the competition, Sione Katoa, was amazing. I love
Adam
him.
Fanua-Blake was a potato. What is going on? He used to be the best forward in the competition.
It's the fact that they don't need him to be playing that well and still winning.
Well, their forward rotation is pretty impressive, I have to say. It's
Like,
pretty scary.
Britt Nicker has been left out of this team, and Billy Burns has been killing it on that edge. They have a great forward pack. And like,
probably the best in the nearly the best in the comp.
Kale Iro looked back to pretty close to his best.
Although he did do something stupid, I think, towards the end.
He had
of
that
the game.
runaway try, which was excellent to see.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, the Sharks beat a team that isn't going well at the moment.
Yeah.
And to be fair, neither are they, but, you know, it's Cronulla.
They don't have to be.
Schedule
They'll win.
merchants.
They will win.
No. Cronulla are the NRL equivalent of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
No, they're not the Steelers.
They are the Steelers.
They're not the Steelers.
They are.
They're flat track bullies.
Yeah, they're boring. Plotting is the Sharks' way.
Yes, they will get into the top 8 probably.
Yeah, can't wait for that boring ass football. What isn't boring is Newcastle for some
What
reason.
the hell is going on?
Top 4 Newcastle.
Top 2 Newcastle.
What is this? The Raiders are really bad.
Yeah.
They
Raiders
look
are
horrendous.
They are bad.
The Ethan
Who would have
Tokyo
thought
Drift is
that
not
losing
working.
one of their
I've been doing Fast and Furious references for the Ethans the entire season so far. I'm just going to roll through all of them.
fair enough. Who would have thought losing Fogarty was going to be that big a deal, but apparently it is.
I don't think that's the biggest problem because Sanders and Fogarty are pretty interchangeable. It's the fact that they cannot keep up with the game now. They can't.
Their forwards are getting old.
Tarpany looks so frustrated. He looks more interested in trying to pick a fight than actually playing football. It's like Kane Evans. You remember Kane Evans?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what he is now. So I don't know. The only forward that's pulling his weight is Noah Martin.
Yeah, he's good.
60 tackles is absurd. I think he's leading the NRL in tackles right now as an edge forward.
Yeah.
That shows you where the game is being played, I suppose.
That's where
The ball isn't getting past the edges. It's stopping there because everyone in the middle third is so tired now.
Yes,
it doesn't need to go any further.
It's the outside backs and
They're catching
edge forwards.
outside backs, outside Tom Jenkins, basically, are all catching colds.
Yeah.
It's completely insane how this game has changed and how it's just so much detrimented this Raiders side. Simi Sasani's pretty good though, but that's because he's a forward playing in the centres.
Yeah.
But he's playing
he
very
is.
well.
Timoko needs to come back into this team.
Who do you drop?
Oh, I know. Who's the other centre?
Who is the other centre?
Alright.
I don't remember. It's
Chris, right?
Sebastian.
Yeah, drop Sebastian
you could do worse
Chris.
than dropping Sebastian Chris, actually.
Yes, and put Timoko in because he'll give you
I think
200 meters.
I think Timoko's out via defensive issues. I think is the big thing.
okay.
So you know what?
Ethan Stranger's trying hard, but he's not getting a lot of help.
Yeah, he's not getting much help. Like they need some creativity
They need something.
outside KO Weeks at this point.
Yeah.
He's playing the best. They need a different hooker. I think they need to put Owen Paddy in. I think
Probably.
he'd be a better fit than either
Yeah.
Brayley or Starling at the moment. I think he'd be
Maybe
good for them.
put Smithies in to start a game, see how he goes.
No, he's better as like a defensive middle forward through the middle of the game.
That's obviously working.
Well, I think they've played worse when Papali'i was out and he was starting. So, I don't think they have the squad to actually make any sort of necessary changes. Because like who outside Matt Timoko, who would be playing that isn't?
Don't know.
Jed Stewart. Exactly. So
Sorry, Ricky.
I'm really concerned. We could be going from minor premiers to spoons.
No, they're not getting spoons. There's a team that's going to get the spoon, and it's not them.
But
It's going to be the Dragons.
It will be one of the biggest single season drop offs
gonna be a
of
big
all
drop.
time, and I don't know when they
Broncos
turn it
did that.
around.
Broncos did that from 23 to 24.
Yeah.
That was a
Broncos
pretty
went
bad
like
drop.
14th
second to
To-
13th or whatever.
Yeah,
it
that
was.
was a pretty bad
But
drop.
first to 16th.
Yeah, it would be terrible.
bad. And
Yeah.
Ricky Stewart looks like he doesn't have any answers, and I think he knows what's happening.
Yeah, it's very similar to Flanagan. He doesn't have any answers either.
Yeah. So
I don't think. See, this is the thing with the Storm too. Bellamy, this is really going to test his coaching ability, right? To try and get this team back to somewhere they used to be.
Carried by Cooper Cronk.
They've been to the finals many years after Cooper Cronk left.
Yeah, but they didn't win anything. They won one in 2020.
Yep.
And then created the scariest team of all time. So good job, Melbourne. And good job, Newcastle, who are 4-1. What is happening?
Everybody is just waiting for this team to fall off a cliff, and it hasn't
And
happened
they're
yet.
not even at full straight because they don't have Brown or Ponga in the team, and they're still doing this.
Maybe
Justin Holbrook is a good coach. He was done so dirty at the Titans, and now he's rolling through teams with Fletcher Hunt and Sandon Smith.
Their forwards are being very, very good, though. I mean,
Jacob Saifidi has,
and see, that's where the Dolphins are missing someone as well. I hope Daniel gets himself together. That will help them a lot. A bit of starch up the guts.
The big one this week, I think, was the outside backs. Like both Greg Marju and Dane Gagai were phenomenal.
Marju is having his
He's
best
been
season.
great. Dane Gagai had like a vintage Dane Gagai 12 tackle break game. That was amazing.
Yeah, but some of it is just, they call tackle breaks, he's done that.
Yeah, well,
That's
they
a
get
break.
credited to Terrell May, so why not?
Yeah.
But yeah, and then
I talk about tackle breaks being those who people actually grab and you're actually able to get out of. Yeah.
But yeah,
Not a
Saifidi,
push off.
Dylan Lucas, nothing else needs to be said.
Yeah.
Dylan Lucas, he's amazing. Just really good, solid win.
Yeah.
It was a good win.
All their wins have been pretty good. Who'd they lose to?
I don't remember.
No,
You remember who Newcastle lost to?
They lost one
Was it
game.
like Cronulla? It may have been Cronulla.
Yeah,
I've got to check now. It was
Because they
someone.
won 4
It was
out of
someone
5.
who's I'm pretty sure like pretty good. Let me have a geeze at the Knights draw. They lost to the Warriors in round 3. So that was the scary Warriors.
That was the scary Warriors.
So
very scary
not
Warriors.
overly surprised there. So
Yeah.
I am officially interested in Newcastle.
And I don't feel so bad the Cowboys lost to them in round 1 now.
No, it's looking less and less. And the Tigers' loss isn't looking that bad
No,
either.
keep it
Maybe
how
the
they're
Cowboys are mediocre instead of terrible.
We're in the middle somewhere, yeah. Which means they'll finish 8th or 9th.
Look, yeah, well, Newcastle, 86% completion. They ran over 2 kilometres. What is going on? What is this year?
It's good for them.
And this year is summed up perfectly in Easter Monday football, which is already a stupid idea, and what became the stupidest game I have ever seen. What the heck?
I feel so bad for Parramatta, and that's not taking anything away from
They
the
scored
Tigers.
4 tries to 3
and
lost.
still lost.
So, I feel like we almost need to go through this game play by play, but we'd be here for like 8 years to do that. So, I guess the big hits are Luke Laulila tackling Bailey Simonson in the air and
busting his ankle.
his head did like an owl 180-degree turn thing. Your leg's not supposed to face that way.
Nope.
I thought for certain that his knee was busted. Turns out it's just his ankle. But he's still going to be out for like 10 weeks.
Yes,
probably.
it's a long
Still be gone for a
recovery
while.
because a lot of those ligaments will be ripped off.
And then the guy who came on for him, Arthur Twiddle, who's the halfback, playing on the wing,
Scores 2 tries.
scored
on
2
debut.
tries. And that first one is one of the best
That was
finishes I've ever
incredible.
seen.
He wasn't sure he'd got it. No, I thought he'd gone out for sure.
I thought he got it.
I thought he dropped it.
That was so
I knew
good.
he hadn't dropped it. I just thought he'd actually.
So yeah,
put
he
something
comes
out.
in, most iconic debut of all time, scoring 2 tries in like a minute, and now he's out for 6 weeks with a busted shoulder. Just completely nuts. Mitchell Moses being whinging crybaby literally the entire game.
So he's just being
So
Mitchell
he's
Moses.
just being himself.
Okay,
Exactly.
but no, it was to an absurd degree.
Well, here's the reason.
and he had one that was completely fine to whinge about. That Jack Williams thing was a farce. It was like, I think the correct call got made, but the process that got there was ludicrous.
I think the referee was in the wrong there.
Well, and that is shown in the fact that he's not in the referee rotation for round 6.
Because if whether you think it's going to win or not,
you don't
you
tell
don't tell a
a
captain.
challenge.
Yeah. And that's completely the opposite to what they normally do. Normally they'll dare them to challenge.
They said,
Well,
you can
you
challenge.
can challenge.
Yeah.
I think the reason he probably started the challenge was he was probably thought that Williams was getting up to play the ball, and then Coruscant comes over the back and knocks the ball out of his hands.
Yes.
And the
But
referee goes, well, I didn't call help. But the guy was out. He was on the ground with somebody on him.
Yes.
Got up to play the ball.
But
he gets hit when he's obviously not concentrating on somebody coming to hit him because he's getting ready to play the ball.
I think it's pretty clear that nobody heard the held call because Williams was getting back up to score a try.
I don't know,
He wasn't getting up. You don't get up to play the ball and hold the ball over your head.
The ball was like here and it got hit out of his grasp from the guy coming around. And you know, he wasn't playing. He was just You always aim at the ball. I don't care whether you...
Of course you were.
So, at worst, it should have been maybe a knock-on against
Apikoros. But he hit, like, towards his own goal line,
That's never been an issue in the past.
Yeah, it's goofy. It was a completely stupid situation.
Also, Kai Pearce will absolutely strip the ball.
Oh, yeah, that was horrendous.
And because they didn't have any...
challenges. Yeah, that was really, really bad.
That was. So, look, the refereeing in that game was horrendous.
Yep.
So I think Parramatta deserved to whinge a little bit.
What else happened? Sean Russell got penalised for getting knocked out.
Yes, he went high.
Well,
where?
The thing is, he actually did. His shoulder did cop Laulili, I think.
Laulili, his head hit his head and knocked him out.
And then he was out on the ground, out.
He was really out. Yeah.
So this game was nuts.
Yeah.
This game was ridiculous.
And look, had Parramatta won, it would have been one of the best wins.
Oh, this would have been such a gutsy win, man.
And to lose it in extra time on a penalty.
It was a correct penalty.
I've seen a lot worse ones let go.
I know, but I don't think we should be complaining about a correct penalty.
Okay, Dylan Walker had 1 foot maybe offside.
Well, you have to have both feet. That's
I know, but like I said, in the grand final in 2015 when
everybody was offside.
Nobody got back.
It wasn't an issue because the field goal was kicked.
Yeah, I know, but
that's the difference.
And look, Moses almost won it from 40. I mean, it just grazed the upright. You know, and that's pretty good considering he had a groin issue because that was quite obvious because he had that thing on him.
Do we think the penalties for both of the penalty kicks that took us to Golden Point were legitimate?
Well, Moses got slapped across the face, so that's a high tackle, right?
I didn't see any high contact on the other one, though.
No, I don't know that it was. I think it was just an even up.
A make-up call. Yeah. And it ends with Jock Madden. Like the kick from Jock Madden to get the scores leveled up was excellent, to be fair, because he was like 38 metres out, pretty decently to the left of the uprights, and he split them. So that was cool, and of course he had the
was
kick
from dead in front.
It was dead in front, of course, but still 1
metres out. Yeah.
But yeah,
I really felt for Parramatta.
I do feel bad for them as well.
Because they played their hearts out under dire circumstances.
They tried their damnedest, man.
And unfortunately, it didn't work for them this time. And look, the crowd was very good. I thought the crowd was excellent.
Good to
Would have been nice to split there too because it's both their home ground.
Yeah, because it's Combank, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a great game. I understand why Laulili got sin bin. I get that. I don't think he deserved a suspension.
Well, it was a foul play that led to an injury.
I suppose. It's a weird grey area, I think, in the whole judicial process in the NRL, is how much injury is weighted.
Well, it's got to be weighted a bit.
Well, if we're going to go by that, he should have got 4 weeks, because that's what Ryan Couchman
probably should have. I think it was a week.
Yeah, see, it was 1 week.
I think but it was a weak result.
That's the inconsistency that I think pisses off a lot of fans.
The result was not good. I harken back to the Drinkwater one where he was out for 4 or 5 weeks.
Oh, where he hit Corey Oates.
When he broke Corey Oates' jaw. If he didn't break Corey Oates' jaw, he doesn't get 5 weeks. He gets 1 maybe if he's unlucky. Right? So, yeah, I think injury does play a role.
I think it does. I think you're right.
And if it's foul play that causes it, then you deserve a decent suspension.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
It's happened before, so there is precedent. So he's lucky to only get a week. To be fair, I think
you're probably right. But yeah, that's what annoys me. It's the inconsistency.
It is. It's very inconsistent. You know,
because you either, I guess, as the Dragons, you have to feel slighted for Couchman getting 4 weeks for his hip drop, then, right? So
yeah, well, that's it. I mean, I guess. His was made a season-ending injury, whereas this one's not.
This was lucky to not be a season-ending injury, in my opinion.
Looking at the slow-mo, you don't really want to look at the slow-mo because it's kind of horrendous.
Yeah.
But His foot was almost facing 180 degrees from the direction it's supposed to.
I could have sworn that it was everything beneath the knee that had spun, but it's seemingly just the ankle.
I'm amazed it wasn't. Nothing was broken.
I thought it was because he was in like a considerable amount of pain on the ground. I thought that it was just like shin down was all displaced, but I think he got. I don't want to say he got lucky, but I think he got lucky only having that dislocated ankle.
Yeah. So it's nasty because once again, then they lose Simonson, who's been fairly good player for them.
Oh, he's been excellent to start the year. He has had such rank luck with injuries. Yeah. It's terrible.
Not great.
I
actually rate him. I think he's a good player.
I think he's an excellent player. Yeah. I remember a couple of years ago, I was wanting them to sign him to be the winger instead of putting Semi Balmain back out there. But yeah,
now Semi Balmain is in England.
Obviously wish Bailey Simonson a speedy recovery.
Indeed.
Not great.
Not nice.
And Sean Russell too, because going into like locking position on the ground is never.
You know you've been hit pretty hard, yeah.
He wanted to keep playing.
He wanted to keep playing.
I know, he gets up.
It's like, why am I going up?
I was very grumpy with his trainer taking him off.
He was only
If I'm the trainer, I'd be like, do you remember anything of the last 5 minutes? No? Okay, let's go. But yeah, that's the Eels. The Tigers, you brought him up. Kai Pearce-Paul.
Good.
He was stellar. Adam O'Brien needs to be designated as a domestic terrorist for how poorly they utilised him, because he is phenomenal.
Did get away with something,
but he did get away with that strip, yes. But outside that, I thought he was excellent.
But that strip was pretty blatant.
He was excellent. Dream Ball, I thought, had his best game of the year. He was really, really good. You know, the usuals, Alex Twal, Terrell May, all of these
Alex Twal is the GOAT.
He's so good.
77.
He's so good.
There was one little funny incident there was when Sunia Taruva got taken over the sideline.
And Joe Ash was going at him.
But in the end, they actually showed at the end they were just laughing about it at the end. I think it was gamesmanship, right? I think it's just gamesmanship. And then some idiot from the Tigers came in and decided he wanted to take it further. You know,
it wasn't Jerome Luai.
No, it wasn't.
That is a miracle.
It would have been had he been playing, I have no doubt.
I think it was. Yeah, I don't remember who it was.
No,
it was
me neither.
Some idiot.
Yeah.
But yeah, lots of great performances here for the Tigers. You know, escape.
It wasn't escape. They were lucky. 3 tries to 4. They probably deserved to lose.
Yeah.
And they didn't.
I am concerned about that left edge defense though, because Makasini and Laulilei were not good. They were really poor.
And Makasini hasn't done anything in attack either. Just saying.
He ran for 200 meters in this game.
Yeah, but he hasn't.
Because he's not a centre. Yeah. He's a winger.
Yeah.
And look, I understand, like, you're missing 2 centres. You're missing Taylor May and Stafford Toa. So I get why he's there.
When are they back?
I think Taylor May is close. Stafford Toa's in cup right now. So he probably won't be too far away either. So I think as soon as that happens, Laulilei is out.
And
surely Makasini is the winger, because if they push Skelton out there, I'm going to be pissed. Because for as much as I like Jarrell Skelton, I think Makasini is a better player. So that's going to be a big question for Benji when those centres become available to play.
Fair enough.
Yeah, the Tigers win. They're in the top 4 as well. So who knows?
Everybody's predicted top 4.
Yes, of course. And that's a pretty weird round 5 in the books.
Yeah.
Weird round. Now moving into round 6. Opening on Thursday night between the Dogs and Panthers.
That's going to be an
This game is only going to go one way.
Panthers are going to win by 50 again.
Well, yeah. No, they're going to win, but it's going to be like 36 to block. It's going to be something like that, I think. For the Dogs, obviously, Stephen Crichton's out. So you get Bronson Sherry.
He's actually playing.
So, which means the halves combo is still Burton and Galvin. Smart decision there, obviously. All else is the same. Panthers.
By a lot.
Panthers, they're all the same. Yeah, they're going to win
Panthers
this game
win by a lot.
I
don't see any permutation where the Dogs can actually.
I don't see it either. I'm Penrith forfeit. That's the only way it happens.
Or everyone or immediate.
But you know how this year goes. Every single time we think a team can't lose, they find a way to lose. But I do think that Penrith
not this
will
week.
Win this game.
Yeah, not losing this week. They will
win. Now, Hooslinger at Wollongong. The Dragons and the Sea Eagles are going to play each other.
Well, if the Seagulls played there last week, the Dragons are going to have 50 put on them.
Yeah, so for the Dragons, Clint Gutherson is out with a hamstring problem. I think he's going to be out for about a month.
Yeah.
So they put Tyrell Sloan.
Who can't tackle but can attack.
And David Farley in his Dragons debut gets suspended. So Setu 2 returns on the wing. Because, sure. Flanagan and Atkinson have swapped
Flanagan's
jerseys.
back.
Flanagan's the halfback now. Because
Reasons.
that makes sense to me.
I'm
Yeah.
confused.
I don't get it.
Why was Flanagan not out for longer?
I believe he was out for, like, Shane said he was going to be out for 3 weeks.
He did.
He's a liar.
Obviously, he decided that the half.
You know what this
that
team
they had-
needs? Kyle Flanagan.
Mind
My
games.
son's got to come back into the team.
Daddy
that's
boy.
World Club Challenge winning Kyle Flanagan to you.
Yeah, well.
All else for the Dragons is the same, which means they're going to lose.
Yep.
Manly, Tom Trbojevic, obviously only a Cat 2 HIA against the Dolphins. He passed. He's back in the team this week. All else is the same. It's all good. I'm going to give Manly the edge here.
The edge.
By, yes.
The edge by 20.
Yeah, something like that. I don't think it'll be 20. I think it'll end like 30 to 16 or something like that.
Yeah.
Something
That's
along
if the
those-
Dragons-
That's assuming the Dragons can score more than 2 tries in a week.
Oh.
You've had a shower.
I had a shower standing up
Wow.
by myself.
Nice. How good.
Nice.
Context, you just had surgery.
Okay.
So.
Next game, Friday night, is the Queensland Derby. The only Queensland Derby that anyone actually cares
That
about.
anybody cares about.
Because the
Yeah.
Cowboys are
Broncos-
somehow the best Queensland team.
Broncos and Cowboys. This game is stupid.
This game is
So,
so dumb.
lots of shifting happening for the Broncos in this game.
Mhm.
Walsh out. Arthurs is the fullback. Hunt's out. The Antonio Verhoeven is also out.
Oh,
after, like,
Verhoeven.
He was he was like the 18-year-old or whatever.
something like that. Yeah. So Arthurs is the fullback. Josiah Karapani is recalled onto the wing.
Don't hate that. He's a good
He
player.
is a good player. They could probably use him this week.
Yeah.
Dean Mariner on the wing. Payne Haas is still named, which is good for them. Blake Moser is the new man on the bench for Ben Hunt. So
Well, he's basically Ben Hunt anyway.
Adam Reynolds is named. Word on the street is he may not stay that way.
Yeah.
If that's the case, we get to
They would
maybe
talk-
see Tom Duffy.
Look, they were talking 2 weeks he was going to
That's
be
what
out.
That's what I
Yeah.
heard.
So I think this is just a bit of mind games, and I think the Cowboys will be awake to that. If Duffy plays, at least they know how he plays.
Bad.
So yeah, he was not
He
great.
plays badly.
Yes. He was Chad Townsend.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically, he was Chad Townsend.
So, and the Cowboys. Braden Burns is named despite, was it a calf or hamstring complaint that he had?
Yeah.
Hamstring?
Ankle? Was it
No,
the
it was
same
ankle.
Oh, no, it was
yeah,
ankle.
McIntyre, yeah.
Yeah.
McIntyre is out.
Yeah.
So, as I
Kyle
said
O'Donnell's
before, Kyle
on.
O'Donnell is the starting edge forward. So,
Yay.
yay.
Happy. I'm really
And
happy.
the new man on the extended bench is not Caden Lars.
Mason.
It is Mason Barber. Because sure, I guess outside backs coverage.
Kane Lars is not going to get any minutes.
Well, he's not in
He's
the
not
actual.
even in the
he's not even in the 19, so you
Yeah.
can't unless something weird
Oh,
happens.
yeah, but like not this year.
I don't know. I don't know who's going to win this game. I'm not overly optimistic about the Cowboys, to be perfectly honest.
I think if they can keep playing like they've been playing, they have every chance of winning this game.
Yeah, I feel like the Broncos have a substantially better attack than all of the teams they've played in this winning streak so far.
Yeah, but they're still missing one of their key attacking people
Yeah, Reece
now.
Walsh is
Yeah, they
out.
are
Reece
missing
Walsh
Reece
is
Walsh,
out.
and that is true.
And he's a bit like a drink water. A lot of the attack comes through Reese.
So it's, for the Cowboys, it's, I guess, try and contain Katoni Staggs.
Yeah, I think if they can contain Staggs and
Well,
Haas,
Haas isn't playing full strength.
Yeah.
I think the one they really need to be worried about is Xavier Willison.
yeah, if they can contain Wilson and they can contain Staggs, I think the Cowboys win.
They need to be awake for this game. The
I
Cowboys.
think if Chester needs to be on Staggs. It
You're
can't be
probably
Purge.
right.
Purge will get a bar. Purge's not big
Well,
enough.
Purge will get a bath from Shibasaki anyway.
Yeah,
Although Shibasaki hasn't been the best.
and I think Talangi's
Actually-
on that side, so
Actually,
that
in
helps.
attack, that may not be a bad matchup at all because Purge is fast.
He is
And
fast.
Shibasaki's defense has not been
Not
the
great.
greatest.
Yeah. Look,
So-
I certainly see that the Cowboys can.
I think
win.
the Cowboys can
I will
win this
give the
game.
Cowboys an edge.
I hope they win.
They don't play badly at Suncorp, like some teams don't do well.
a winning percentage at Suncorp of 1 in 3.
which is
Bad.
it's Suncorp. I mean, most home grounds are pretty stable for teams, so
Hold on, I'm going to look up the actual recent record between these two because I feel like the Broncos have a pretty decent
they do.
recent winning record here. Let me see.
They obviously do because last year they beat the Cowboys both games they played. So
The server is not too busy. You're a liar, Rugby League Project. I hate you. Okay, so I just can't. So
I think you're right, and I think the Broncos do have a good, winning record at Suncorp over the Cowboys. But
I feel like Scott Drinkwater usually plays really well against Brisbane. I don't know if there's any stats to back that up, but it feels like he has a good game against Brisbane most times.
He did last year when they were up here.
I guess we will see.
He also did 2020.
I'm just giving the edge to the Cowboys based on the fact that a lot of
Brisbane's defense is just
if they don't have Reynolds and if they won't have Walsh, two of their main attacking weapons are out.
Yeah,
I don't have Hunt, who's the other attacking weapon.
That's I guess the Cowboys are very, very lucky to come up against this Brisbane team.
Yeah.
If it had been a full strength, I would not.
I'd be picking Brisbane every
day. It would be very hard to
I'm
say.
only picking Brisbane at a 50-50 rate right now.
I think the Cowboys can win.
I think they can win, and I think they probably should win.
They should win. It's an understrength
Broncos
team.
I am a little bit concerned. I will pick the Cowboys tentatively.
Yeah, I think the Cowboys. I think they can, and if they can get a roll on, they need to have momentum because they're very much.
That's tricky because the Broncos forward pack is really good.
Yeah, that's why the Cowboys are going to have to utilize Clifford's kicking game well.
A lot, yeah. I think they really need to target Ezra Mann.
Yeah.
That needs to be their major go after him, get Halem Lukey running at him nearly every time.
Mm-hmm.
I think that needs to be
because without Ezra, if Ezra's buggered, his attack won't be as good.
Yeah, that needs to be their focal point. In my
opinion.
I
think hopefully Todd will have them up for this game. I don't think you need too much to get up for the Queensland Derby.
Well, you shouldn't anyway.
Yeah. I really think that if the Cowboys can continue playing like they have been, with their defensive resolve being actually quite good, I think they have a little bit more in attack simply because Brisbane are missing their most attacking players.
So the Cowboys should win this game.
They should. And I will tentatively say they win by a try.
Yeah, it's going to be something like that. This game is stupid. It could be anything.
Yep.
Yeah. The next one won't be anything, though. So the Rabbits are going to play the Raiders in Perth, where we know the Rabbits can't really play.
No, they lost to us last year in Perth.
Yes, they did. They're not very good at taking games elsewhere, but I don't think it is the Raiders, so...
What else is happening is the Cheese has returned. Brandon Smith is named at hooker for the Rabbits coming back into the team, which means that Bronson Garlick has dropped to the 18th slot with Mamazelis still as the...
I thought Mamazelis was very good last week.
He's a good player.
Yeah.
He's been pretty good. All else I'm pretty sure is the same for the Rabbits.
Yep.
For the Raiders, Xavier Savage is out, I think, concussion protocols? I don't quite remember.
I can't remember either.
He's out, so Jed Stewart is in.
Oh, woo.
And that's the extent of the changes for this hapless Raiders side right now. I'm going to pick the Rabbits to win this game.
By a lot.
I don't know if they'll be by a lot. I think they'll win. Rabbits
look for an Alex Johnston hat trick here. I think he could be in for a big one.
I just think it's funny that every time he scores a try,
he's breaking the record.
Yeah,
exactly.
Record.
It's hilarious. The Rabbits will win. It'll be 30 to 14, 36-14, something like that. Yeah. The Rabbits will score a fair few points here.
Yeah. I think it'll be a bit of a blowout.
I don't think it'll be a blowout. I think
the Raiders will fight hard. We know that. The Raiders always do.
Yeah, but
they're just going to be outskilled in this game. Just the difference in the squads.
I feel for Hudson Young because he's really trying hard.
I feel bad for Noah Martin.
And Martin. Young and Martin are their best players.
Easily, yeah. And this game is going to be considerably more interesting. The Sharks are going to play the Roosters.
Yes.
Also in Perth.
I know that's also in
Perth. They got the Perth double header.
That's right, yeah.
So, I am intrigued about this one. For the Sharks, Jesse Ramian is out.
Mm-hmm.
So Maywin Hiroti moved into the centres for that one.
Interesting. I thought they might have put Halifax there.
New man on the bench is Tuku Hautapuha. It's a fun name.
I know how to poo. You don't need to tell me.
Oh, shut up. So yeah, that's the Sharks. The Roosters obviously were on the bye last week. Billy Smith is out through a knee injury, so their new centre is Hugo Savala.
What?
Yeah,
Why are they playing a half in the centres?
because why not?
Parramatta played a half on the wing and he scored 3
They
tries in
should
the
put
span of 90
Rodwell.
seconds.
They've got Tommy Talau,
Mm.
who can play basically the entire back line. You know what we need? A halfback. Trent Robinson masterclass. He's an
It'd
idiot.
be funny if it worked.
Victor Radley is back.
Oh, that's a big in.
That's a big in for them. Spencer Leniu also back, so they've
That's
got
also a big
some
in. They've got a bit of
good-
starch in the middle. Yep.
Oh yeah, the bench of Watson, Leniu, Butcher, Fichetti is scary.
Mm-hmm.
With now Fahu White, Lindsay Collins.
I think the Roosters could actually spring an upset here.
I don't even think it'd be an upset. I think the Roosters should pretty easily win this game,
Yeah.
as long as they can score points, which has been a problem for them.
Yeah.
Mark Nawaqanitawasi is going to have a field day against this back
James
line.
Tedesco will break 45,000 tackles.
As he usually does.
Yeah, I'm so tempted to bring him in for Walsh in fantasy. You have no idea.
He breaks tackles at will, that dude. I don't know. The guy's a million years old and he's still playing like he's 20.
Exactly. Yeah, he's great. The Roosters should win this game.
They should, yeah.
As long as Savala can defend well, I think they'll be fine.
We know he can attack.
Kale Ero is pretty scary, though.
Yes, Kaeliro is scary,
If
but
he's running at Savala,
yeah.
we'll see. We'll see how they go. I do think Nawaqanitawasi will score a couple here. My official
Some
prediction.
crazy ones, probably, yes.
And now, what could be a terrible game between the Storm and the Warriors. Imagine saying that 3 weeks ago.
The start of the year, this would have been penciled in as one of the best games of the round.
What is going on? Okay, so for the Melbourne Storm, Moses Leo is back, but this time he's on the wing and not in the centres because Nick Meaney is back in the centres.
Because Moses Leo is bad.
He's horrendous. Nick Meaney is back. That's big for them, I think.
Yeah, I think that helps.
Anything else? Not really. Cooper Clark is the starting second rower instead of Alec McDonald because reasons. Well, they don't have
he's
anybody
okay.
else.
Cooper Clark's a young tyro,
He's
so hopefully
been
goes
pretty
well.
good,
Yeah.
actually.
He's
I've
been trying
quite
pretty hard,
impressed.
yeah.
Yeah, nothing else there. Mania Viteri is on the bench because the Meaney and Leo are back.
Yeah.
That's that. For the Warriors, Metcalf is out again.
Yeah.
Means you get Harris Tavita as the 5'8" again.
He's good too. Don't worry about that.
He
Chanel
is.
Harris Tavita will do a good job.
They are still rolling with the Tuapiki fullback, Nickel Klokstad centre combo, which can be good, can be crap.
Nickel, no, a better fullback, but anyway.
Forward pack's the same. Luke Hanson's on the bench. So, like, the Warriors, pretty similar. They just get Tanner Boyd, like, fully running the team again, which could be good for them.
I think it might be.
When was the last time Melbourne lost 4 in a row?
Well, this could be the first time in a very long time.
I want to see.
I wonder if it was the same year they lost 3 in a row.
Possible. Hold on, I legitimately want to see if I can find this now, because it'd be a long time, because this team has been good for so long.
Yes.
Let me see if I can find this.
And I think the service might be down.
Shut up. Okay, so I need this. Results. Please. Okay. So I'm going to go to the most recent one first, because I don't need to go back to 1998 for this, I don't think. It needs to only be NRL 2, because this thing weirdly includes the preseason for some reason. Okay, let me have a look here. I need 4 L's in a row. Let's see. No. Oh no, it's gone back to page 1 again. I hate this. This is so inefficient. Okay. I think it was. It was the same. Yeah, it was the same year they lost 3 in a row. They lost 4 in a row in a different streak.
Yeah, okay.
Which is crazy. So yeah, from June 30th to July 23rd, they lost 4 games in 2022.
Right.
So that's still like 3 years is a long time in rugby league. So yeah, this is. I want to
One of those was the Cowboys.
Look, I want to tip the Warriors, but I feel like some Melbourne players are going to start fearing for their lives if they lose this game. So I think I will tip Melbourne.
I think
to win.
you'd have to probably tip Melbourne, but I wouldn't.
I won't be
me
surprised. This is a 50-50.
if the Warriors go
Both
out
teams kind of trending downwards right
yeah,
now.
if the Warriors somehow pull their butts out like they were doing earlier,
Pretty sure
Hey,
they're
Jack Howard is back as well for Melbourne.
That's
so
good.
That's a big in.
it's good for my.
You don't have to use
Okay.
8 trades again. Woo! So yeah,
I'm tipping the Wilds.
You gonna tip the Waz?
Oh, there's definitely a chance the Waz winning this.
I'm fine with that. That's a 50-50. This game's also a 50-50. The Eels and the Titans.
That's gonna be terrible.
At Combank Stadium.
The Eels.
The Eels have lost everybody to injury.
Yeah, I know.
So, Joe Ash, despite kind of being hurt last week, is still named. With every outside back going down, they have debutant Araz Nanva on the wing. I can't find anything on this guy. I can't find anything on him.
If he turns out to be some amazingly good footballer.
I don't know. Tennessini, he's back in the centres, which is good. Jonah Pezzard's out; he's injured, so we get Ronald Volkman back in the halves for the Eels.
Volkman, that's such a cool name.
Is a fun name.
Volkman.
Yeah, just lots of weird. They've got was this
Yes,
new guy on the bench? Mohammed Alameddine.
Nice.
It's great, and then you got Josiah Funa Iuta. Have they just raided like Israel for all of Lorenzo Talatina? What are these names?
I guess this is one the Gold Coast could actually.
I think they should
jag a win with the amount of injuries that the
Ronald Volkman and Lachlan Ilias is certainly one of the 5'8" matchups of all time.
That's gonna be bad.
Right, Jaden Campbell, Mitch Moses is a lot more interesting.
Yes.
Nothing much for the Titans. I think it's the same crew. They've still got Oliver Pascoe there. He's been pretty good. Yeah.
And go Ho.
Arama Howe. He's amazing.
He is excellent.
Yes.
I think it's pronounced Ho.
I want the Titans to win.
They've got a good chance, but whoever wins, it'll be a gold and blue.
This could be one of those like stupid 40 to 38 games. There could be lots of points here.
Obviously, Para know how to score.
Exactly. Look,
yeah.
lots of points.
Well,
and
see.
the Titans will win, hopefully.
The Titans could. I think it'll be
fun.
The worst game of the round, but I think it'll be fun.
Nah, Dragons Manly will be worse.
Yeah, you reckon?
Surely.
Okay.
Surely. Even Cowboys Broncos could be worse, to be
fair. I don't think so.
And then the top 4 matchup everybody expected on Sunday afternoon. The Tigers and the Knights.
They're playing each other. They are exactly the same football side.
This is in Campbelltown. Luke Laulila, he is obviously suspended for the Tigers. So Jarrell Skelton comes on the wing for them. Sure.
Why not?
Still no Jerome Luai, so we get to see more of Jock O'Clock Madden playing. The forwards are still the same. New guy on the bench, I think, is Patrick Herbert. So
he's back.
Didn't he used to play for the Knights? Didn't Herbert use
Titans?
Oh, the Titans. Right.
Remember, he's the one
He
that
was
couldn't pass
a ball, yes.
Yeah, and then they lost a final because of it.
Yeah.
I stand by the fact that the Titans could have gone far in that series if they win that game.
In fact, exactly. It was the Roosters who actually were doing very well that
year. Oh, yes. Knights. One big out, Bradman Best. He's got a hamstring problem for like the 25th time in his career.
Well, so he's got such big legs. That's his problem.
So the man who took his place last week, Wilson De Courcy, I want to say.
Works.
Courcey. I'm going to say Courcy for the time being. Until
French.
So yeah, he's the centre for Bradman Best. Everything else is the same for them. Yeah,
this is basically the Tigers playing themselves. They're exactly the same football side.
This is such a weird. I don't know who's going to win this.
I'm actually going to tip the Knights.
Are you going to tip the Knights?
I am.
I think I'm going to go with the Tigers.
Okay, I'll tip the Knights on this one. I think the Knights.
This is who knows. Top 4 clash. Who knows?
Yeah, whoever loses could be dropping down a few.
Spots
too,
pending results.
Yeah, that's it.
The Cowboys can finish this week in the top 4. I'm going to lose my mind.
It's altogether possible.
I know it's possible.
Come on, the boys.
What did the Cowboys need to go right in order to make the top 4? So they're on the same amount of wins as the Rabbits, who are in 4th.
Mm-hmm.
So they need to win.
They need the Rabbits to lose.
They know they're not.
Yeah.
They've all
3
got
wins.
3
3
wins.
wins. It's all 3 wins.
Yeah, but the Rabbits have got to buy.
Oh, they have to buy. That's right.
So that's why they won.
So they need to win. Newcastle need to lose.
Yeah.
The Sharks and Warriors also need to lose, I think, for this to work.
So the Cowboys
the Cowboys need to win, and the Knights need to lose by a combined 20 points.
So the Cowboys
possible,
just need
I guess,
to win.
Yeah.
And the Rabbitohs need to lose, which is not going to happen.
This is so weird. This season is stupid already.
I think the Cowboys, if they win, will probably still get up into about 6th or something this week, and that's something that nobody thought would be happening.
Having 4 wins is good.
See, given that Nathan at the start thought we were going to have like 8 Oh, 0-8 after 8 rounds.
I stand by that. I feel like that was logical. I did look. Up 2 weeks, I felt fine,
Mm-hmm.
and then they played the Titans. And
Who
then
you thought was going to win?
I did think the Titans would win that game.
And they played the Storm. So
Who everybody thought that was
Still
the
don't
game.
know how that game happened.
That was the turnaround game. I think that was the big one.
I think the turnaround was Scott Drinkwater actually thinking, "Hey, I might get dropped, so I should actually play
some
football."
yeah.
Mason Barber could take my spot. No one even knows who he
I'd
is.
still love to see Mason Barber playing. I think he's a great footballer.
I think we'll see what happens at the end of this weekend. Come on, the Cowboys.
Hopefully, it's always good to beat the Broncos.
It is always good to beat the Broncos. I don't care what team it is.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Brisbane
Especially if
sucks.
it's the Cowboys.
we will see how this week all plays out.
Yes, it'll be an interesting weekend of football.
Tom Jenkins continues to be on track for the try scoring record.
What's he on now? 12 up?
12 after 5 games.
That's just ridiculous.
Imagine having a try scoring rate of what's that, 240%?
Yeah. 2.2 per game. It's
Oh
just
my
terrible.
word.
2.4 per game, yeah.
That's nuts. He's going to catch Dave Brown, who got 38. Granted, the 38 was in 16 games instead of 24.
Yeah.
And it was in 1935.
That's
whatever
kind
it
of
was.
ridiculous, that is.
Yeah, well, that also had University winning no games for the whole year, so that tells you the strength of schedule they would have had.
They had,
I guess-
University get a grand final once and
I don't
lost
remember.
to the Dragons.
who knows? The Dragons will
I don't know. Glebe.
Glebe
Newtown
Dirty
Jets.
I think that's it for me. Anything else?
No, I think we're covered. Well done to Tim Zoo for
Yes!
winning the boxing
Did
game.
Nelson win?
Nelson won.
Yes.
It was a battle of the fatties
Yeah.
because the guy
That's-
who took him on,
Big nasty.
Jared Wallace.
Jared Wallace, was so underdone it wasn't funny. He looked like melted ice cream.
Nelson is open solo owner as rugby league's Jake Paul.
Nelson is scary, so I wouldn't want to go anywhere near him in a boxing ring.
He's
Forget that.
horrifying. You could reach him.
No. I'd be running.
No, he-
I'd beat him. I'd beat him by running around, and he wouldn't be able to touch me.
No, he just held my head and I wouldn't be able to reach him. My arm's too short.
He just blow on you, and you fall over.
Oh, shut up.
The guy's 6'9".
Yeah.
No,
6 foot
7,
6,
and he's
7,
200
something like that.
centimeters or thereabouts. Yeah.
You're an idiot.
Stupid Generation Zs,
Yeah, excuse you.
alphas.
I might be Generation Z, who knows?
I'm not the same generation as that thing.
That thing of
I'm
the
not a
day.
thing, you bummer.
Okay.
Alright, I think I'm done.
Yes, we're done. Enjoy your football.
Yes.
As normal, if you would like to drop a like and subscribe, that's all together up to you. But
Let's
you know,
face it, we're just as much idiots as the mainstream rugby league media anyway, so
yeah,
you
And
may
the
as well.
commentator,
we actually go in more in depth. I think.
Actually, I want to talk about this. The commentary teams
That's
at
so
Fox have fallen off so badly. They are all terrible now.
stupid. I don't know what they're on.
Why have they put Blocker with Andrew Voss? That's the dumbest thing ever.
Actually,
Well,
no,
Roach can't
I think
pronounce
they
his
play
name.
pretty well off each
Wait,
other.
Andrew Voss is like the best of all of them. Him and
Dang it, nine.
Dan Ganane.
Dan Ganane is a great radio
Yeah, he's a
commentator.
radio.
He's not a great colour commentator.
Honestly, the best color commentator right now is probably Matt Russell.
Jake Duke is terrible.
Jake Duke is useless.
He's not a good.
Who was the
Number one
crew for
comment.
the Cowboys game was really, really bad.
I don't even.
I don't remember who it was, but I know they were.
I
No,
think it was
Jake
like-
Duke, I think, was one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jake Duke I think was a sideline.
Yeah, they were. That crew was really, really poor.
I think it might have been like
I don't even
Matt
know.
Russell and somebody else.
But anyway, yeah. Good luck for your teams. I hope your team does really well, unless you're a Broncos fan.
Everyone.
And the Panthers, because please,
Stuff them.
sorry.
As much as I'd like that, that's not happening.
Come on, dogs.
That ain't happening, champ.
All right.
Anyway, have a good week,
We'll
everyone.
see you guys next week.
Bye.
Catch you guys.